Hey everybody, it is Krista with Team Ginge, bringing you our very first instructional video. Today we're going to be doing a makeup look, a sort of an effects look. This is a pretty versatile one. We're going to be showing you how to do veins. So a lot of shows like Supernatural will show that when someone is possessed, you get that kind of veins down the side or on the hands, that kind of thing. Shows like 28 Days Later, different zombie type shows, if you get bitten, you get these kind of radiating veins out of the side or wherever you were bit from. So it's a pretty versatile look depending on what you're doing, especially if you're making your own films or if you're LARPing or anything like that. There's no necessarily specific characters I can pull off the top of my head that have this look, but maybe I know Taryn's been wanting to do a cosplay of Dark Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She definitely has that look with all this sort of veins coming down. So yeah, it's a pretty versatile one. You can change it up. Just going to show you the very basics and you can kind of take it from there. Sort of like a recipe, you get the basics, you can build on it, add whatever ingredients you like. This one's really nice. I've seen a few tutorials about this, but it's usually with some more like professional products. So basically what this is it's entirely stuff you can get at the dollar store. It's all very, very cheap. You could probably do this whole thing for under 10 bucks and be able to do it again and again and again. It involves stuff like a glue stick and white glue, which you can buy and then keep using. So it's not a big money dump to make something that looks super duper cool and is very like I said, very versatile. You can do it in a lot of different ways and really take your own spin on it and be inventive and creative and fun with it. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to start off with what you're going to need.
You will need some yarn. You can use whatever kind of weird and interesting colors that you might want. I'm going to go with sort of a more natural tone of vein with the red and blue. But yeah, if you're doing something kind of alien inspired, then maybe purples or greens would be cool. You'll also need a pair of scissors, a glue stick, just regular old glue stick, along with some regular old white glue. These are going to be used in place of, if you've seen other tutorials, use Prozade or Prozade and latex. We're going to be using the glue stick in place of the Prozade and the white glue in place of the latex. It's going to give you something to stick it down and something to seal it off. You're gonna want a couple of brushes and or cosmetic sponges to apply the white glue and your paint afterwards. You'll probably want, I like to use a palette, but you can use whatever you'd like to just put your glue in. Just allows you to not get a ton of wool in your bottle of white glue. This guy is also super handy. It is a little brush for usually it's for your eyebrows, but it's really good for pulling apart the yarn if you don't have any specialty tools for doing that. And then lastly, you can use some kind of color. You can use face paint or dollar store stuff, whatever. I just happen to have this stuff here, the veiny cream color wheel, for bruising and such. But really any color will work, and really it's only if you want to add in a little bit of detail after the fact. It's still going to look pretty cool even without it. Cut my yarn into a few little pieces, depending on how long you want your veins. If you're doing it all up your arm, you'll want longer pieces, but this, I'm going to be doing this on my face, so coming out of my hairline, so I wanted kind of slightly smaller bits. So what you're going to want to do is you can hold it right down against the table, and you're going to just kind of brush it. You can kind of loosen it up first with the brushy side, and then kind of use your comb to brush it out a bit more, and you're going to see it start to kind of loosen up and fray a little bit. So you'll see that it's kind of starting to loosen and be a little fluffier. You can also just do this with your hands. You can just sort of muss with it, grab a piece, pull it out. You've got a little piece there, and then you just want to keep sort of pulling those pieces apart. If you do have Like if you do any felting or anything like that, or weaving your own stuff. I'm totally blanking on the name of it right now, but hopefully we'll pull it up and put it on the screen here. But one of those sort of felting combs or wig combs that allow you to mix the hair would work great, because you want to pull it apart into these really sort of thin strands. Now that we have everything ready to go and all of our bits made, we're gonna grab a glue stick. I would suggest, washing your face, getting that kind of stuff. If you do have sensitive skin, don't try this on your face first, because it's not gonna work so good for you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start, you just wanna put a little bit down where you want the sort of vein to be. So we're gonna go right here and make kind of a little area on the forehead that we can make this work. And I'm going to take some of this. It's hard to see, but that is a little piece of yarn there. And we're just going to lay it down into the glue. Now, veins are not straight. They go all over the place. So make sure that you don't lay them down super flat. This went a little bit farther than anticipated, so if you are going to go into your eyebrows at all, I suggest putting on a little like Vaseline or something, otherwise it'll make it a little crazy. And so now we want to add the white glue, which will give it the much needed texture. And you just want to make sure you keep it kind of wonky looking. You don't want it to straighten out, because that's not what veins look like. That we've got a layer of glue down to protect it so it doesn't move around. We're going to add a little bit of color just to give it a little bit more of a little more depth. I'm going to take a bit of a darker color here, just at the base of each sort of cluster of veins, with a bit of like of a purpley color here. Definitely more of a stick your fingers in it kind of makeup artist. And then a little bit of a brighter red, kind of blended around the edges. Just give it a little something more. And we're just going to do that to all of the bits.
I hope you all liked this video. Please make sure you share with us on Instagram and Facebook at Team Ginge Cosplay Creations any pictures of your looks that you've done with this, whether it was a character or for a movie you're doing or just for fun. I would love to see your spin on it. If you liked this video, make sure you click the little like button below, and if you'd like to see more of our Team Ginge content, cosplay creations and all sorts of fun stuff that we do, make sure you hit subscribe and hit the little bell to get notifications of when we upload. Our upload schedule right now is on Tuesdays, usually in the evening after Taryn's little one has gone to bed, so that she can finish uploading it. So Tuesday evenings is our upload schedule right now, so make sure you come back and check us every Tuesday. And Wednesday mornings we do a wake up live stream, so check us out there on Facebook, again at Team Ginge Cosplay Creations. Hope to see you there.
You're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you, don't you, don't you? You're so vain.